What's up, y'all? Do a quick little aftermath of Princeton's Derby, Labor Day. Yeah. Got a little more damage to it. Come around to the ass end. Yeah. It folded where I wanted. Except it's into the tires a bit, so I need to bash that over. Get out the tires on both sides. It's not too bad, but yeah. Come around this side. A little more banged up, but not bad. It's going after my front end. The front end didn't really move any. The worst spot's right there, where a guy was able to get his bumper up in there and bent my all thread all to hell. You see it right there. Radiator sitting kind of crooked. Core support's tore up, but the radiator looks like it survived for the most part. Probably got a little bit of leakage, but not too bad. I could probably save that radiator again. Still runs good. Transmission's starting to go. Yeah. That door took a nice shot. Yeah, it's pretty well caved in quite well. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but my roll bar is actually bent. And also, look at this. It actually started ripping the welds away right through here. Look at that. So it shoved this whole front part of this cage out the driver's side. And yeah. Let me go around there and look at that. Yeah, this is the driver's side. Look at this. Talk about something scary. Yeah, the whole rocker all the way up to the dash, wheel and all, just ripped out. They shoved this cage over so bad. Even my seat started to buckle right here. They started ripping my seat off. Yeah. The floor is pretty well gone. Cage is still holding pretty good over here, but yeah. They just beating on that door pretty good. Look at this. You can even see that's starting to bow, because it's starting to bend in so much. Yeah. Oh, that rim took a good shot. Not even hurt though. These rims have held up quite well. And it didn't lose a tire this time. Of course, the ass end went up perfectly. You can see this passenger side rail is still, went to shit compared to the driver's side. This wheel well, this hump, you can see it's all buckled. It completely blew out. I don't know if you can see it, but the cross member underneath here, it shoved the subframe into the floor real bad, so that's all bellying. Yeah, front end really didn't move any. It really didn't move a whole lot. Looks like this side's starting to go down on the frame. Starting to kink, but it really didn't move much. Strut tire is almost into the brake mass cylinder again. Not too bad. I haven't even had the hood open, so I don't even know how bad it is underneath here, but it doesn't look bad. And like I said, the motor still runs great. Alright, what took me out was the throttle cable got bound up and popped off. Now I'll show you what happened. I have diagnosed this already after looking at it a couple days, after the Derby, looking at it, see what happened. And I figured out what happened. Why the throttle cable bound up and pop off? Well, get this stupid air cleaner out of the damn way. Come on! Yeah, what happened was this bracket right here actually, yeah, you can see, contacted the brake mass cylinder and bent the bracket, which caused the this linkage on the carburetor to bind up with the actual linkage, the throttle cable. Bound it up, got it sticking real bad, and it just popped up because it's a ball and socket. So I took and bent this back out. It still needs to be bent out a little more, and it's just fine. Now, why did it do that? How come that hit the brake mass cylinder and bent? Well, that's because of another problem. Put the stupid air cleaner nuts back on. So there's about 1.5 inch of gap in between the bracket and the booster. Well, what happened was, come over to this side, and I don't know how well you can see it, but that motor mount's completely broke. So the engine flopped over and hit that. That's what happened. And on top of that, I have barely any drive gears whatsoever. Reverse works fine. Yeah, my little rod didn't fare too well this time. It got bent all the hell. It was a rough one. But I still have reverse. Works perfect. And of course neutral. But if you put it in first or second, it acts like it's in park. The transmission's locking up. You put it in drive, and it somewhat drives, but you have to neutral drop it to get the move. So the transmission's about gone. So I'm going to put another transmission in it, or rebuild this one. Yeah, you can see this side here. Getting kind of close to my batteries. Yeah. More rust. Rust! Yeah, look at that. Completely shearing the rocker away. It is gone. All that's gone. My gas tank's up against the cage, which ain't no big deal because it's a heavy duty gas tank. How's this side fare? This side's alright. But yeah, the rockers are gone on this car. So I'm thinking this car's done. I was wanting to get at least one more run out of it, but that kind of scares me right there. And yeah, I noticed the other side, how it's doing it too. So I think we're done for the year. Yeah, you can also see the roof starting to buckle and all too. I think it's even worse on this other side. Where the roof, yeah, the roof's completely starting to fold like they all do on these Mustangs. Yeah, you can see how bad that door's caved in though. Yeah, it's bad. Bad deal. Hell, my driver door even took a shot. Oh, that was first of the year though. But what do y'all think? Think I'll try to salvage it for next year, get one more run out of it? Maybe try to piece it together somehow? Or should I just go ahead and yank her all apart and start building this one? Because this car's rust free. It won't do the same thing that car did. So there you have it. There's the aftermath of Labor Day. Oh, by the way, in case you was wondering if I didn't say it, I got 4th place. I got a nice little trophy, and I got some money, so it wasn't too bad. So I could have had it if the stupid throttle cable wouldn't have popped off. But I'll fix that for the next run. It won't be a problem for the next run. I'll beef that bracket up and fix my motor mounts. But there you have it. Aftermath. Later, y'all.